When today in court, federal court, and we're back. Mike Cernovich, Cernovich.com. Big win. No, for real, big win. It actually is a pretty big case. And I will tell you about the court case, the win, what it all means, and etc. So, filed the big lawsuit in, I don't know, I think early 2017. Time flies when you're just winning all the time. We sued to obtain records in a case involving Jeffrey Epstein, who's a registered sex offender and, all around bad guy. We lost at the trial court. We had to appeal to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, which is a very, very big deal. And the Second Circuit Court of Appeals agreed to hear our appeal along with the Miami Herald. So Mike Cernovich is in a lawsuit with the Miami Herald, and Alan Dershowitz involved himself in the case too, which created a lot of problems for me because my followers don't think too highly of the Dersh. So then there became a conspiracy theory about me working with Dershowitz, and it's like a whole thing. And, what are you going to do, man? Live by the conspiracy theory, die by the conspiracy theory, metaphorically, of course. So Dershowitz involved himself in my case in a way that was not helpful to me, but it is what it is, people. But the Miami Herald, by suing for the court records, that was quite helpful and made it more likely for the judge to side with me. Now, one of the interesting aspects of the case is that, by the way, how's my hair looking? My hair was a little dry earlier because last night I did cold water plunges, and it was in a chlorinated pool, so my hair was a little frizzy. I put on some coconut oil, but I'm feeling a little insecure about my hair right now. I'm not sure it looks good. So anyway, the Miami Herald was involved in the case, and because of that, made it look good. There were some really kind of amusing moments in the case. At one point, one of the lawyers called me a professional slut shamer, which I don't know what that has to do with anything, but they were attacking the Cerno pretty bad. They didn't want these records to get out. Now, will this lead to, what will it lead to? I don't know. That's the whole point with these lawsuits. The entire case file was sealed. We don't know what's in there. And it's like opening a loot crate. It could be huge, or it could be nothing that I just spent a bunch of time and money on and get nothing out of it, right? It's one of those cases. That said, it is it's a huge win, to be quite honest. It is a major win, and it's a major league thing. I mean, people can hate me all they want. I'm a social media blogger, by the way. So if you read about the Miami Herald, they go, attorneys for Alan Dershowitz and social media blogger Michael Cernovich. Because I don't want to be too snarky. At least they didn't call me alt-right conspiracy theorist, right? But let's be real, dude. I'm the one who brought the lawsuit. I'm the one who brought it first. Major film Hoaxed is out. Blockbuster film. We're in talk with all the major distributors for Hoaxed. Released a book, Hoax book. Reported on John Conyers' confidential sexual harassment settlement, forcing him to resign. Broke all the national security stories. Susan Rice. H.R. McMaster was asked about me by Chuck Todd on Meet the Press. I mean, I'm in the game, bros. I'm in the game, and I'm playing at the highest level. So, social media personality, blogger, I don't really think that's accurate. But, what do we do? We're going to cry about it some more. Yeah, I am going to cry about it some more. I'm going to be a big baby, because when you're as cute as I am, you can cry if you want to. If you're as cute as I am. Anyway, we don't know what's in the court filing. The court filing could be Blockbuster. Could be Blockbuster, could be nothing. We don't know. But that said, I can add to my bullet point of accomplishments with your help. This was crowdfunded. People like Rob threw in a lot of money. This thing got expensive. It was supposed to be $10K. It was supposed to be like an easy thing. And Will Chamberlain's here. I see him. Litigation is never an easy thing. So this is why I've never sued anybody. And also why people don't. Litigation is never an easy thing. Supposed to be like an easy thing, 10K, no problem. Write the check, it's all good. And it definitely ballooned from there. So thank you to everybody who kicked in. So the idea is we don't know what's in there. Could be blockbuster. It could tear open the fabric of reality. Could make, in theory, Bill Clinton. It could implicate Bill Clinton. Could implicate Prince Andrew. It could implicate very, very. The reason I'm tripping on my words is I'm thinking inculcate, right? Exculpate. So I'm thinking a legal term while using implicate. So I'm blending two words together. Need to be a little bit more careful of that. But it could implicate a lot of people, very powerful people. Or it could just be, LOL, joke's on you. You spent all that time and money, and there's nothing in here. Haha, you got rickrolled. Maybe it's the legal equivalent of being rickrolled. Maybe I was just rickrolled by myself, no less. Or maybe not. But the bigger point is that this is a big win, guys. This is a big win for us. Personally, it's a big win for us collectively. Could potentially be a big win for justice. I mean, the Miami Herald wants the records, right? That's the Miami Herald's like a real thing. I've never even bashed the Miami Herald as fake news. So real journalists, real investigative journalists want these records too. So it isn't like me on some kind of chaotic vision quest. We don't know. So I'm going to read you the order real quick. I'll describe it to you real quick. There's legalese. It's called a show cause order. So a lot of people might not know what that means. The show cause order means you've won unless the other side can come up with something so compelling that you shouldn't win. But if you read the actual order, you'll see that they're saying that I've won. You can find this at Cernovich.com. It says our precedent clearly establishes that documents submitted to a court for its consideration in a summary judgment are as a matter of law. So as a matter of law means you get to have it. That's like legalese. There's a lot of legalese here. If you've gone to law school, you know what as a matter of law means. There's a difference between a matter of law and a matter of fact. A matter of fact is something that you can prove or disprove. A matter of law means here's the rule, bro. So documents submitted to a court for consideration in summary judgment are, as a matter of law, judicial documents to which a strong presumption of access attaches under both the common law and the First Amendment. Accordingly, it's hereby ordered that the party show good cause why the court should not unseal it. So in other words, everything is on them now. They have to say, hey, you got to prove to us why you're not going to release this. That's an order to show cause. By the way, usually when you get a show cause order, it's like a bad thing. Order to show cause why you should not be held in contempt. That's one of those things where you get legal indigestion. You're like, oh, God. Oh, no, that's a bad thing. But in this case, an order to show cause is a way of saying, we're going to side with Cernovich and the Miami Herald unless you can show that just there's no reason in the world we can't. But by the way, as a matter of law, they should get the documents. So it's like 99.9% chance that I and the Miami Herald are going to do it. What is going to be in the documents is, again, something we don't know. That's the whole point. We don't know. When I filed the lawsuit, I didn't know. When I filed the lawsuit, it was literally just blacked out. It was literally redacted. If you're a lawyer, Will Chamberlain's here. I think a few lawyers are in here. The motion for summary judgment, my lawyer, Mark Rendalis, had never seen anything like it. It was just blacked out. Motion for summary judgment, 56 pages of just blacked out text. You didn't even know what even the legal arguments were blacked out, which is quite frankly ridiculous. Usually you do what's called a limited redaction. So if there's some very sensitive material in the document, you would redact that. Oh, so if somebody was really, had a real bad situation, you would block that out. They would block out the legal arguments. The whole thing was just blacked out. Nobody had ever seen anything like it. So it was really, quite frankly, absurd. The judge ruled against me, and then we went on appeal. Now we're going to get the documents. What's in them? We don't really know yet, but we'll figure it out, and that's what we're doing. Cernovich. Cernovich.com. So, but just as a personal level, I don't want to be too ego-y because we are doing journalism, but it's okay to have an ego. This is a really big win. This is something that you just cannot dismiss. All the people, Herder, Cernovich, you're just so big and cute and that's all you have. All those people who claim that the only thing I have to offer is being very good looking and, having a good body and everything and just being, cute. Because that's what they want to say. Oh, he's just some, another pretty face. He's just another cute boy, right? Even though I'm 41, I'm not even a boy. Man, here. You can't dismiss this. This is a freedom of the press win before the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. This is huge. Other than a Supreme Court win, it doesn't get any bigger than this. It literally does not get any bigger. Freedom of the press win before the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. Other than the United States Supreme Court, there is no bigger forum for a case like this. There is no bigger deal. So it is very gratifying on a personal level. It shows, how we just keep working. Everybody's rising up. You kind of leading by example. And that's where we're at, friends. That's the level we're at now. From humble blogger to guerrilla mindset author to journalist to creating precedent setting. And by the way, you guys paid for this. This is crowdfunded. This thing got expensive. At first I just wrote the $10,000 check, and so thank you to everybody personally who kicked in some cash, because people can tell you once you get into appellate litigation, and it got really expensive. And if you want to kick in, you can go to Cernovich.com. And there's a little button and just kick in $5 or whatever. So that's it. Once we hear more, we'll know more. But today is a very good day for free speech, a very good day for the First Amendment, a very good day to be a Cernovich reader, because you're sharing in the win. We are all basking. Feels good to win. And again, that's ego. The higher principle is what we want to focus on. So I don't want to make it only about ego. But let's be real. In life, if there isn't some kind of egotistical motivation, you just won't do anything. This has all been proven. We rationalize it. And we make it high-minded, but there's always going to be an aspect of human ego to it, and that's just the way it is, and that's fine. There's no point in denying that, at least I ain't. So we can all collectively feel good about ourselves. Thanks for watching. Go to CERNOVICH.com for this update, more updates, and brand new podcasts.